Halitosis, commonly known as bad breath, can be quite embarrassing and uncomfortable sometimes. It can happen due to many reasons, such as neglecting oral hygiene, smoking or chewing tobacco, certain respiratory infections, certain gut infections like GERD, and sometimes even certain medications. But at the top, there are some very common foods that can cause that embarrassing bad breath. So let's take a look at these 8 surprising foods that cause bad breath and see how they cause that stinking mouth odor. Let's begin. Number 1. Garlic. Garlic itself has a unique taste and smell, so eating garlic can give you bad breath, at least temporarily. But do you know that the mouth odor after eating garlic is not just because maybe its small chunks are still there in your mouth? Basically, garlic contains many sulfur-based compounds, particularly aloe-methyl sulfide, that gives garlic its own distinct aroma and taste. And when you eat garlic, these sulfur compounds get absorbed into your bloodstream, and being volatile in nature, they get expelled through your lungs. It's so powerful that it can even cause your sweat to smell garlicky. It may also feel like a rotten egg scent because, well, it's sulfur. Anyhow, garlic's sulfur-based compounds take some time in your system to metabolize, and they can evaporate from your breath for as long as 24 hours. Quite surprising, right? To minimize this kind of garlicky breath, there are many things that you can do. Brushing your teeth, using a good mouthwash, and chewing gum can improve your mouth odor temporarily. You can also chew on fresh mint leaves or citrus fruits like lemon or orange. But ultimately, you'll have to wait for your body to eliminate the garlic's compounds completely. Before we move on, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. If you find our videos helpful, please support us by becoming a patron. Number 2. Onion. Many people use onions in almost every food they make, so you can see how common is onion in our daily diet. Onions also contain sulfur-based compounds, slightly less than garlic, but still more than many other vegetables. And unfortunately, it also means that onions can still leave a more pronounced and lingering odor on your breath. So when you cut into an onion, it releases a compound called allanase. This compound breaks down and forms a group of sulfur-based molecules known as VSC, or volatile sulfur compounds. These VSCs are the main reason behind the pungent odor associated with onions. So you'll have to do more or less the same thing, as you should do after eating garlic. Brush your teeth, take a minty gum, or enjoy a citrus fruit. Number 3. Coffee. Coffee itself doesn't directly cause bad breath, but it can cause a coffee breath in your mouth. Coffee has a strong aroma that can cling to the mouth and throat. When you drink coffee, its aromatic compounds can get absorbed into your tongue and throat. These compounds can give you a temporary coffee breath. Coffee can also cause bad breath in other ways. For example, coffee is a diuretic, which means it can increase urine production, which can cause dehydration in your body. This can lead to a dry mouth and reduced saliva production. Saliva helps cleanse your mouth by washing away bacteria and food particles. But low or no saliva production can cause the bacteria and food particles to reside in your mouth long enough to cause bad breath. Many compounds in coffee can also stain your teeth and provide a breeding ground for odor-causing bacteria in your mouth. But if you keep yourself hydrated and brush your teeth right after drinking coffee, it can significantly reduce your chances of having a bad breath due to coffee. Number 4. Alcohol. When you drink wine, beer, or other alcoholic drinks, the liver starts working hard to break down or metabolize the alcohol and forms byproducts known as metabolites. One of these metabolites is called acetaldehyde, which has a sweet fruity smell, but can be very strong sometimes and become unpleasant. Just like VSCs, alcohol's metabolites can also stay in your body for a long time until they get completely metabolized by your liver and eliminated via urine. And just like sulfur-based compounds, alcohol's effects can also be felt in your sweat too. Number 5. Dairy products. Although delicious and nourishing, dairy products can sometimes have an unpleasant effect on our breath. That can be explained in many ways. One of the main reasons behind this effect is lactose, a natural sugar found in dairy products. Many people lack an enzyme called lactase, which helps break down lactose, causing lactose intolerance. When lactose doesn't get digested properly, it can make gases in your stomach, like hydrogen sulfide. These gases can come out when you breathe, making your breath smell bad. Another factor at play is the protein content in dairy products. Casein and whey protein, which are found abundantly in milk and cheese, can be difficult for our bodies to break down completely. As a result, these proteins can stay in our mouth for a long time and provide a breeding environment for bacteria on our tongue, teeth, and gums. These bacteria can then cause you to have a bad breath. Number 6. Fish. Fish, as we know, contains proteins, which are made up of smaller building blocks called amino acids. These amino acids are vital for our bodies and contribute to some of the most important functions in our body. However, some amino acids in fish, such as cysteine and methionine, they help make certain compounds like trimethylamine and trimethylamine oxide, which are sulfur-based compounds. So when you eat fish, especially if it's raw, not fresh, or improperly cooked, these compounds are broken down by bacteria in our mouths and release VSCs, or volatile sulfur compounds, as byproducts. It is these VSCs that contribute to the distinctive fishy smell that comes out of your mouth right after you eat fish. Number 7. Spicy foods. When we eat spicy foods, especially the ones that contain hot peppers, our taste buds react with a compound called capsaicin, which gives chili peppers their fiery kick. This capsaicin stimulates the nerves in our mouths, creating a burning sensation that can make our eyes water and our mouths feel like they're on fire. Hot peppers can make your mouth watery, dilute your saliva, and reduce its effectiveness as an antibacterial. Eventually, this makes your mouth more favorable for odor-causing bacteria. Spicy foods, including hot peppers, can also stimulate mucus production in the sinuses. If excess mucus flows down the back of the throat, it can create an environment for bacterial growth, leading to bad breath. You can prevent this from happening by brushing your teeth or using mouthwash after you eat spicy foods. Number 8. Canned food. Despite its convenience and long shelf life, canned food can also contribute to bad breath. When food is canned, it undergoes a preservation process that typically involves heating it to high temperatures. This heat treatment helps kill off bacteria and other microorganisms, extending the product's shelf life. Anyhow, some canned foods, including citrus fruits or pickled foods, have an acidic nature. Acidic foods can increase the acidity in the mouth, creating an environment that allows bacteria to grow and produce odorous compounds. Certain canned foods, like sugary fruits or sweetened beverages, can promote bacterial growth in the mouth. Bacteria feed on the sugars present in them, producing acids and waste products that can cause bad breath. And lastly, canned vegetables like asparagus contain sulfur compounds. These compounds can be released when the food is broken down in our digestive system. When bacteria in the mouth and gut break down these sulfur compounds, it can lead to the production of VSCs that cause bad breath. So if you want to have a refreshing breath, always brush your teeth after having a meal, especially if it contains any of the items that we showed you in this video. Thank you for watching and subscribing to the channel. See you in the next video.